What? This is called two-way pleasure described. It is to be presumed that every self has two sides. What one side likes, the other side doesn't. The quote, bad side has been talked about a great deal, but has not been permitted heretofore to talk adequately in its own behalf. Here it is permitted to talk in the first person and show how, quote, wonderful it is. To be sure, there is also the rebuttal by the whole self, the self. Like every other human being, I'm in a fight between two kinds of pleasure. In order to decide between the two, I must see both for what they are. I have in the past extended to pains very great, which have come with my having the pleasure, which aestheticism calls, quote, ego, unquote, or to a pleasure. If this pleasure is greater than the other, it would be unwise to give it up. It would be sanity, good sense to continue it. Let me try to make this pleasure as attractive as possible. To a self. 1. It seems to give me a feeling of pure individuality, where I don't have to undergo the, quote, humdrum competition with other persons that seems to make up such a great part of the present world. 2. I can endlessly despise, and the more I despise, the more apparently logically my own ego is glorified. 3. I get a sense of triumph from being, quote, invisible from humans. I can hide with great unconscious glee. 4. I'm in touch with perfection. The boring and imperfect have been nullified. 5. I can make fun of everything I want. 6. Matter objects no longer seem obstructions. I have done away with pavements, walls, furniture, stone. I am in nothing and free. 7. I can make expeditions into the other world, which I still see as shadows, and at my leisure pretend I'm part of it. This gives an added fill-up to my triumph. 8. I can talk of my pains eloquently and fool people as to their cause and meaning. 9. I can be a deceptive emperor, be present and not present in the room, know the time and not know the time, exist and not exist, and have myself, while I fool everything and am not affected by anything. I can pretend I am affected. 10. I sometimes, quote, ego knows pleasure. It is what I want, and I use pain from the world to get it, pretend I haven't got it, and justify my continuing to have it under opposition. The whole self. I should know this, the above. I know it, but I, the whole self, want the other pleasure. It is greater, it is honest, and has more than this, and I don't have to use pain to get it. It does not make guilt. It is the really indescribable pleasure from seeing things wholly, honestly, wonderfully, humorously, excitingly, truly as they are. This pleasure would take the rest of time to describe. It is infinite. It is one-day pleasure, real pleasure.